HappiLeeErin, as some of you might know, and as some of you might not know, the Winter 2013 anime season has begun. Today I'm going to be doing a special Winter 2013 preview for you. We're going to be talking about Maoyu, which I think I'm pronouncing right. I don't know if I am for sure, but if I'm not, we can just pretend I am. Set in a world engulfed in war between humans and demons, the hero fights his way through to the Demon King's castle, where he declares that the Demon King will now experience death. The Demon King turns around and is she? Huh? Here, dear viewer, is where the story takes a turn for the more interesting, as the Demon King asks the hero to join forces with her so that they may together bring peace to both humans and demons alike. Friendship. Wow. Maoyu does not seem like it's going to be your run-of-the-mill generic watch it and then forget about it later fantasy anime. This first episode is fun and adorable and intelligent, all rolled up into one amazeballs premiere. The dialogue, which there is plenty of in this first episode, is witty and refreshing, and they throw in a funny line whenever it becomes a little bit too bogged down with background information. Plus, all you Spice and Wolf fans should be super excited to hear that it's directed by the same guy who directed that series, and from some of the comments I read, has a very similar feel to it. Though I can't say exactly how accurate that is since I've never seen Spice and Wolf, don't you judge me. But I can say that I'm definitely looking forward to the romance of this story. I got a feeling it's gonna be adorable. I make stupid faces if I want to. Which is kind of a segue to bring me to what my favorite part of the episode was, the characters. What's happened to my voice there? Before I go any further, you can't probably see me, but I'm leaning on my knee like an old man getting ready to give some sound advice. That I am so happy about the fact that none of the characters so far actually have proper names and they only are referred to by their titles. I love that! It's unique little details like that that I really appreciate and just make my little nerd heart pitter-patter. What I love even more though is that despite the generic titles the characters have, they are far from boring. She is basically, in a nutshell, a super intelligent, adorable little pervert, and he is a stubborn, albeit very pure-hearted warrior, and their interactions and chemistry are what makes this episode so fantastic. These two as the leads are really what makes the information not feel quite as overwhelming. I think if they'd been any less charming, then the episode would have been too slow-paced to bear with, in my opinion. As for the art and music, there's not too much to say because it's just crazy awesome. The character designs are clean cut and fitting for each character, the textures of the clothing and the backgrounds are gorgeous, and the music is perfectly fitting for the era that the show is supposed to be taking place in. Also, I'm really excited to see what they're going to do with the battles, which I'm assuming they're going to have some since it's in a war and stuff like that. The animation has been really fluid so far, but there's also not been too much action, so it'll be really interesting to see how they ramp up production and what they end up doing with battle scenes and things like that. Also, no first impression of Maoyu would be complete without mentioning the boob jiggles. I need to think of a boob joke. Waterboarding? No. At least they have accurate amounts of droopage. That's the only joke. I'm itching my armpit and talking about a boob joke. This classy. But yes, there's massive amounts of boob jiggling going on with the Demon King, but I think it's a little bit less about fan service and a little bit more about, oh well, this guy is a noble warrior and we should totally make him feel uncomfortable, okay? Okay. It's still definitely there, and I think I had a little bit of an eye roll going on at one point during it, but for the most part, it's not too bad. It ain't no High School of the Dead boob jiggling. There's no bullets going through those titties. Overall, I cannot wait for more episodes of Maoyu to come out. I definitely think it is a fantastic series. It takes a stale generic setup and puts an interesting, unique twist on it, while also setting up a new world that should be tons of fun to explore. And watching the relationship between the charming dynamic duo that is the Demon King and the hero should also be a treat. This first episode, like I said before, was adorable and fun and intelligent, and I cannot wait to watch more. If you want to check this series out, if you have not already, I will leave a link to the Crunchyroll page in the description down below. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys have seen this first episode and if you really like it. I am loving it so far, if you couldn't already tell. I think it's going to be really unique and creative, and I hope that it's going to have a fun little romance going on that's not super duper cliched. I've been looking for a new romance fantasy anime for a little bit, and this is the first time that I've watched one in quite a while, so I'm really excited to watch more of it. And yes, I'm going to watch Spice and Wolf, okay? Judgers. I can just see the comments right now. You guys are commenting about it, aren't you? Just so you guys know, my Facebook and Twitter and Tumblr and my anime list, as well as my Crunchyroll profile that I am trying to get going a little bit more, are all down in the description, so make sure you check those out. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day and you're all pretty otter faces, and I will talk to you later. Bye bye!